Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Banter Evans. Justin, I think we have some good tailors on the table right now.
It looks like we got some heavy hitters going on.
Yeah, I think so.
What's really interesting is coming back from that short hiatus that we were on for doing videos to come back to this, which I would say that means we got lucky in the market.
Yes, I would say so, especially since I've been traveling and I haven't had bourbon in about a week. It's going to be interesting.
Oh, that's going to make this even better because now you're going to be really ready to try some stuff. So
For sure.
I say we dig into this. Everybody knows what E.H. Taylor is. Welcome to the 2026 releases of the 4-grain and cured oak. And I say we go ahead and crack these bad boys open and do a little comparison, maybe a side-by-side, and talk about whether we think it's worth it or not.
Right.
I've already seen one video where they seem to be pleasantly surprised with it. And I also saw a comment on another site where they thought it was the worst thing that was ever created in mankind on the cured oak.
On the cured oak, okay.
I've only heard good things about the 4-grain, but I say we get into them, get into a little information about them. Let's see if they're worth it and worth looking for in market.
Yeah.
And the good news is my bottles, I had, luckily, where we live, nearby South Carolina. South Carolina got their allocation first of the cured oak. That's where this came from.
Yep.
Georgia will be landing now. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be readily available. Not readily, but it'll be
hopefully to be
available
for some to go around.
Sure.
So let's open up this 4-grain. I'm excited to try these. Right. So these are 2026. Like we said, these are laser codes that we've already checked on. The original 4-grain is 2017. So I have the L17. I've already drank one of those.
It was good.
It was fantastic.
Yes.
It at that time was the favorite Taylor for me.
Right.
And it was a 12-year rear written age stated. Interesting enough for the 4-grain. And for those that don't know what 4-grain is, there's 4 grains in the mash bill, which is including an extra flavor grain. So welcome to BT1. Add a little bit of wheat.
Yep. No, I'm looking forward to that. I think I'm more interested in the cured, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So that first edition came out in 2015, and existed of some really old whiskey, and had the air drive staves for X amount of time, so on and so forth. And that's what made the cured oak, is they air drive the stave for however long at the time. This one is 13 months. So those staves have been sitting around just essentially curing cured oak before they decide to raise the barrel with it and put the whiskey in the actual container, which adds a whole bunch of different influence to the
Try not to cut myself.
characters of whiskey. Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, fake cork. That's disappointing.
But I think they're probably all going to start going to this, to be honest with you.
Probably. But so the original ones, which I don't have a cured oak from them. I have the 17 4-grain, but like I said, I've already drank one of those, so the other one's just kind of chilling until I decide what to do with it. But they had real corks. So I'm going to say we go ahead and pour these bad boys up and try them. I'm excited. I've been waiting. Let's go. I have no way of marking this, so I'm just going to put the 4-grain in the left.
Yep. I'm going to boo. I'll do the same thing. I'll wait for you for the 4-grain.
Okay. The knife will mark mine, so I don't accidentally get them mixed up, which has happened before.
Yes, we've done that a few times. Cork will mark mine.
Yep, cork's marking my right.
But yeah, no, I've been definitely looking forward to this. I know we've been a little bit gone just because I've been traveling for work, but hey, we're back at it. So.
And if anybody wants to say anything, we didn't do this because they've already been moved and jostled around a lot before we put them up here, so we did not do the butt pour.
And the one thing he does have on today is...
Oh yeah, I got my bourbon socks on. Yeah,
Yes,
rocking out some Bowman socks that's some of my newer pair. Guys in the background, how about some Taylor?
Yeah. You've twisted my arm clean off.
All right, which one we going
Start
first?
with 4-grain in the left hand.
All right.
Cheers. What's in your glass?
Hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button, and subscribe, guys. Let us know what your thoughts are. Have you had any of the older ones of these? Or if you've had the new ones, let us know. Love to hear it in the comments.
Did you like it? Did
Yes.
you prefer the old one? Did you prefer the new one?
I'll tell you what,
Also, if I remember reading this correctly, I'm pretty sure this is a rear age statement of 10 years. So the 4-grain is not a 12 like it was originally. I remember back in 2017 when this first came out, somebody made a comment and it was actually the E.H. Taylor 18-year marriage came out, and the comment was, "This is the first Taylor to come out that's age stated." How wrong that comment was.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, and so the first cured oak, some of the whiskey rumored up to 19 years old.
All right, so 4-grain
and this
it
does
is.
not have it on there. Yeah, 4-grain it is. Please be as good as the first one. The 17 was amazing. The 18 was good.
I'll tell you what, the nose to me is sweet. Getting that nice sweet nose on that.
Which is awesome, by the way.
I do get a little hint of those like cherry notes, you know, that little dried fruits and everything.
Yeah,
but
I'm still getting with that traditional like dark dried fruits.
Yep. But not nearly as much as I would say on a regular Taylor.
And that could be the wheat calming it down.
Yeah, it could be. Ooh, all right. I'm going in for the first sip. All right. Oh,
It's pretty nice.
holy cow.
That is pretty nice.
For
I
a first
love
sip?
a Taylor 4-grain.
First sip, holy cow.
Yes, and I wish I could remember exactly my comments that I made when I tried the original one. We went through that whole bottle rather quickly because it was at least 10 people, and I had maybe this amount left over to enjoy myself. But
Right.
this is just this. They should make this a regular product.
They should.
Like instead of just doing this as a unique one-off Taylor, or in this case a third off because the second release was an 18 of 4-grain. It'd be great if they made this a year release, but how about just make a standard 4-grain production, call it something else, and just be like, hey, welcome to Buffalo Trace's new 4-grain.
It's got a great taste. What I do like about it is I do get a little bit of that rye. I do get a little bit of that taste on there.
Which is still gonna be low rye.
Yeah, it's low rye, but I still get
still
a little.
let you know that it's a
Yeah.
standardly it's a rye mash. Even when they send the barrel kits out, they say rye bourbon.
But I'm telling you what, I don't know about you, but it seems like on the finish, I get sweet, and it lingers there. That sweetness for me lingers there a little bit.
It's very easy, and it stays. To me, this one's staying like mid palate,
Yeah.
right on the tongue, not the back, not the roof of the mouth, just mid, and it just sits there and it's nice. It's kind of rather pleasant.
Yeah, it is, and no burn.
Doesn't drink 100 proof
No,
at all.
No, not at all.
Again, so this is like adding an extra flavor grain to a standard, Taylor, which, Callie, this is I'm rather pleased with it.
I'm impressed. I'm very impressed by it. I would, if I had to say, if I had the opportunity to buy another one, I would not hesitate one bit.
I can't think of a reason to say no
Yeah.
to buying it.
Other than price. Price point.
Price point. Obviously, the original ones are fetching a higher price on secondary than the newest ones. But they have come down. But in market though, price wise is
Reasonable.
if you can find them for $150, which probably not.
Yeah.
Lucked up on the cured oak. Didn't get that lucky on this one.
But no, I'm impressed.
All right, third sip for me.
I already did third sip. Third sip's the best as usual. But I'll tell you what, man, that thing, I'm impressed by that.
So
It's been a while since I've had the other 4-grain. I'm impressed.
So you would recommend it to the people to go buy it, try it, find
For
it?
sure. Anywhere you can, if you see, even if it's in a bourbon bar, give it a try.
Yeah, definitely. If you get a chance at a bourbon bar and it's a reasonable price, that's
Yeah.
a must buy.
Yes, 100%.
Well,
All right.
the moment that I've been nervous about. So the cured oak brings me back to 2015 and going downtown Augusta to the only bar that got the bottle in the area. At $15 a pour, I accidentally spread the word a little bit too far.
Didn't last long.
I get back to the bar, $30 a pour to slow it down because they said that they were running low. I got to finish the bottle.
Yep.
But it was only the last pour. And that, by far, until the 4-grain came out, was the better of the Taylors. And I had the seasoned wood afterwards, obviously.
Yep.
And I have the seasoned wood sitting right over there as well. So I'm comparing this to the two greatest of the pours that we had in the past for me.
Right.
Was the original cured oak, and then following 2 years later, the 4-grain. So it's kind of a little nostalgia, old
For sure.
E.H. Taylor going back to their bringing
sure.
these back. And I hope they keep doing this. Does that help the consumer? Yes, it brings the value down. Yeah, it doesn't help the collector, but the consumer for finding it,
For sure.
bringing the price down and able to actually consume or drink in this case.
Well, and I'm very impressed by how they, at least with the 4-grain so far, how it is still, you can tell it's still Taylor in there. It's a Taylor product.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like a Tweaks Taylor that's the tweak was ideal.
Yeah, they did a great job with it,
Yeah.
for sure.
All right, ready for some cured oak?
All right, let's see. On the nose.
Hey, Alan, real quick while we're nosing this, what's your thoughts on the 4-grain?
You guys hit it right on the head. It is sweet. I would not put that a tick over 92. Although after my third pour, I started sensing it a little bit more as it built up on the palate. But first sip, I was thinking, how is this even 100 proof? And the flavor was so robust in there, but through the sweetness. I was also surprised as to how well balanced the oak was, and I'm curious as to your opinion as to what you thought the difference was on the oak from the previous releases to that one. But we can do that after you guys enjoy some cured oak.
Daniel, what's your thoughts on the old 4 grain?
Well, unlike everyone else, I haven't tried 17 or 18, so this
You should.
Well, if I had a good friend, you know. But I mean, it hits every note, like both of you were saying, like the sweetness, the oakiness, the wheat, like you get it all. I mean, like it's probably like the best 4 grain I've had up until this point.
That's a good point.
That's a good, other 4 grains for sure.
That's a good point. This 4 grain versus other 4 grains, by far, since 2017, not changed my mind. This is easily the best 4 grain that I've had.
I would agree with you 100%.
So I can't say. I mean, I'm trying to reel this down to not overhype it, but it's good. It's good.
It's darn good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, on the nose, I don't know, and I usually don't say this. I'm getting a lot of vanilla on the nose on this. I don't know if you are, but it took me a second to kind of figure it out. But I'm getting like vanilla extract is what I'm smelling.
All right, so crazy that you say that. I do get the vanilla on this cured oak, which I didn't think I was going to agree with you at all. I was like, when you said that, I'm like cured oak. I was like, that's not generally what I would get with an extra added oakiness.
I don't know why.
That's what they're trying to do. Which just because it says it's cured oak and that means it's air drive stay for 13 months doesn't mean that's what it's going to do. But it does interact the wood with the way the whiskey goes in and out differently because of the drying out process. Right. And of course the grain, strain on the wood. So
that's not one I would suggest either. Seeing that.
It really does have a little vanilla to it. Yeah, that does not have your classic BT1 nose.
No. And that's why I was like, okay, I just want it. Either I'm out in left field because I haven't had bourbon in a week, or I'm actually getting. It took me a second.
Or are we about to find that guy's comment about it being absolute dog trash? Legit.
Could it
be like, oh, it smells like vanilla and tastes like
oak.
Tastes like nothing.
Tastes like a toothpick.
Tastes like as bad as the guy said it was.
Right. Well, I guess we're about to find out, aren't we?
So, cheers. What's in your glass?
Yeah. Let us know if you've had it. I'd love to hear the comments on this one.
It's got a little bit of a tingle right at the tip of the lips, and it kind of stays there at first, and then it's kind of got like a little brightness.
Yeah.
It's almost. I would call that loud compared to the 4 grain. Like it's like waking you up.
But I don't get anything on the back. On the back end, I'm not getting any burn on that first sip on the back.
It tastes kind of sour.
There's something there. I need to go for my second sip to actually get that. I'm not getting the sweetness that I have on the nose.
None of that is anywhere remotely near what the first cured oak was.
No, not at all.
Not even remotely close. But again, that's the first sip. But it's almost like it's definitely got a tingle.
Right there on the tip.
On the tip and on the lips. And then it kind of like, it almost seems like it's got like a little sourness to it. But it's not like a negative sour. It's just like the opposite of what I would think for bourbon, sour. And it makes me want to...
Do you get the drying effect? I'm getting the dry. Well, you haven't had your second sip. Try the second sip. I'm getting that drying effect. I wonder if it could be the tannins that we're kind of getting. That might be that little bit of sourness, if it's the tannins.
No, and that's not tannins. That's a legitimate, like...
It's a unique. It's not, to me, it's not real sour, but it's a unique little little twang right there.
It is a twang. That's what that is. It's like a sourish-esque twang.
But I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna. On my second sip, I'm not putting it down.
I'm not calling it trash like the one comment.
Is it not? Is it as good as the first cured oak? No, I don't believe so. Not at all.
Not even remotely close.
But I'll tell you what, it's unique. That's where I'm going with this right now. It's unique.
Yeah, so let me double check that it says right there.
Yeah.
13 months.
13 months.
Barrels made with staves cured for 13 months. More than twice as long as the typical barrel. So we're getting twice the amount of potential change.
Yeah. Well,
so excuse me. My memory was correct. It was 13 months, and it has done something to make a...
It has changed it.
Twang. Yeah, it has definitely changed it.
It's changed it for sure. Third sip, I think, is a little better. I'm still getting it on the tongue. It still lights you up right on the tip.
All right. guys in the background and Charles, let me ask you this. After trying this, I'll go Charles first and I'll hand you the mic. After trying this, and it has that twang and a little bit of a different taste to it, we know Taylor's a BT1 product.
Right.
Okay. What are the possibilities that this could be BT2 and that could be the difference in the
It could
twang?
be. It could be. That would be interesting.
Yeah, that could be the difference because
I mean, there's no law, there's no rule that says they can't do
No.
that.
yeah, we're all thinking it should be a certain way, and
Yeah.
maybe it's not that
So
way.
it's Blanton's with cured oaks, cured staves.
My first thought was actually, I don't
Messed
know.
up.
I don't know if you inceptioned me, Charles, but I will say that I got a sourness on the nose just a little bit.
Really?
But it wasn't as fierce on the palate. I actually really enjoy that sip. I would say that personally, sorry if I'm jumping the BBE gun here, but I would
for
say
it.
the 4-grain is a much more enjoyable pour for me. However, I will say something about cured oak that was just wild, was how viscous it is. It is like they mixed olive oil into that thing. To
I was
me,
about
it
to
is
say, so you think it's
so
real oily?
Yeah, it has an oily viscosity to it
got
that
a-
really surprised me.
Yeah, I
this
can
gets a full Allen Nifty.
Oh, holy smokes, we got a nifty.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with that because we haven't had him on camera in a while, but that might not be a good thing.
Nifty usually is not the best in the world.
Alan's so nice, he doesn't like to call things bad. They become nifty.
I
And-
still enjoy this pour.
For what I say, it's unique. It's definitely unique.
So I'm not calling it trash. Is it drinkable? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
and that
is
might
it
be-
completely different? Yes.
I'd be curious. I think even if you put this on an ice cube, I think that would turn it to trash.
Bold move. Bold move. Or
I-
statement.
yeah,
But we
I-
might have to try that.
I really do. I have, and I'm just putting that out there. I don't know why I'm putting it out in the universe, but I am. I think if you put this on ice, I don't think it would
Have
be.
you taken your third
nearly
sip
as-
yet?
Yes.
All right. Now that it's probably still lingering like it is on mine, just Alan, on your third sip, Daniel on yours, just take this, take another sip, and then automatically go think sour grape.
Like
Get the
green-
process in your
that
brain
green
of
grape?
sour grape.
That is a great comment and screams BT1 all day because of that.
I see it now. I see it now.
Also, could we get geeky? Explain more about that 13-month process.
I wasn't gonna get geeky. We could get nerdy. So if you've never been to a distiller and actually see where the staves are staying, some of them are open air, some of them are open warehouse.
Yep.
They're actually stacked up in these really cool pallets. They don't even look like staves. They look like a bunch of perfectly, perfectly Jenga cut staves of wood, which is just wood,
piled.
and they're just laid around like this in piles. And they go super tall with some of them because it is palletized, some are not, and they go wide open. So some of them are open air, some of them are not open air. Some of them are seasoned, aka the seasoned wood. Some of them are cured, which is what they're doing. Obviously, they're just airing it or just letting it dry
Yep.
because wood naturally holds moisture in. And so they dry it out, curing it for 13 months versus they said the standard is double. So that's what that is. So they specifically had an area designated, which it doesn't say whether this was open air or not. My guess is yes, because a lot of them are because of size, of the amount of wood that is being used before they raise these barrels. It's definitely worth going to a trip to see this. It's a pretty
Yes,
cool process.
for sure.
So just imagine a, what do they call them, lay down yards? Just nothing but wide open stacks of wood that look like pallets, but aren't. It's actual staves stacked correctly or incorrectly or however they want to do their project. And then they've obviously had a designated area that we are going to put these there for X amount of time and not touch them. And then go get the ones that work, bring those to the cooper. The cooper then sets those aside. They probably mark the barrel.
Oh,
They
yeah.
get the barrel to know that that's what this is. They take that, then enter the whiskey into the barrel, knowing that it is the one that was sitting there for that long, and then voila, you have cured oak. So the short version, trying to keep this, I like the nerdy stuff, so
Yeah.
I could go on forever, but
Well, and it makes you wonder too. Open air. It's that it's out that much longer. Is it getting some of the open air yeast, natural yeasts that are in the air around there? Kind of makes you wonder sometimes.
there's a bunch of different processes
There
that
is.
could be catching. I mean, depending on where they're, whether it's on the site of the distillery or if it's just at the cooperage where they got the contract.
Is it still lingering for you?
Yeah,
The taste
it's
is
still, yes.
yeah.
So this is an easy one for me.
Yeah.
Usually I put you on the spot. It's Taylor 4-grain by far.
I don't think anybody in this room would say that the cured oak was winning over the 4.
Yeah, it's lingered so much on that cured oak that you've said the word yeast. If you've ever been into the beer tanks when they're making the bourbon, and you dip your finger in there and that sour from the sour mad. That's kind of what this tastes like.
It's got a hint of it, but I thought that was really good that you said like a sour grape or green grape, because that's what's kind of lingering. That's that taste that's lingering for me, is that little bit of a green sourish grape.
So do I recommend the price tag? No.
No.
Do I recommend trying the whiskey?
Yes.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
I somebody saying it's trash, and that's somebody's palate. I appreciate what anybody has to say about bourbon. I would not say it's trash personally. I would definitely drink this if it was put in front of me.
Yeah, it's different. Prepare yourself for different.
Yes.
But I don't call it trash either. It's not my favorite.
This is great.
But I'm not dogging it, and I'm not going to turn it down.
No.
So,
and if I found it for a good price point, you know what? I'd probably buy another one, and I'd put it out in my shelf for people that be able to have sips of it so they could give it a try.
And talk about the uniqueness.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would easily give I'm again, not even putting you on the spot like I normally do. So I'm just going to go ahead and say this is a fantastic 4.5 BBE char rating for me in this moment. It probably got boosted from a 4 to a 4.5 after the cured oak. That probably did affect it for me. The cured oak, I'm gonna, because its uniqueness and its weirdness for what it is in the Taylor world, I'll try to put this, but it's always supposed to be what's in front of us right now.
Right.
I'm gonna have to do a 2.5.
Yeah, so I was gonna be a little different. I was gonna stay 4 on this one, and I was gonna do 2.5 on that one.
Yeah, so 4 grain, 100%. Go get it. Go find it. Go get it. Pour it up. Enjoy it.
Let us know in the comments what you think, if you can find it, or if you had it before, or honestly, if you've loved this, tell us what you get on the notes and everything.
Yeah,
love to hear that.
I say that's it for me. Yeah.
Yep,
Cheers. What's in your glass?
Yep, hit that like and subscribe button.